One of the verses that I love is found in Isaiah 30:19. Isaiah writes, "How gracious he will be when you cry for help. And as soon as he hears, he will answer you." So if you've ever wondered, hey, who's going to help me? You got to go to that verse. God is there, and he is always ready to help. Hi, Joe Stowell here. Welcome to Strength for the Journey. I don't think I'll ever forget the story my son told me about taking his family to see the stage production of The Lion King. A good time was being had by all until the play turned to the point in the story where the young lion, Simba, wandered into the dangerous valley and right into the trap of his evil uncle Scar. In order to usurp the kingdom from his brother Mufasa, Simba's dad, Scar had arranged for a group of hyenas to chase the wildebeest into a stampede that would endanger Simba and lure his father, Mufasa, to the rescue, at which point Scar would kill Mufasa and begin to rule as king. After the stampede ended, little Simba looked up all alone to see his father lying dead on the ground. And in the quietness of that moment, with the dust and smoke still swirling on stage, Simba began to cry, "Help me! Help! Help!" It was at that point, in the hushed theater, that my 3-year-old grandson stood up on his chair and shouted, "Why doesn't someone help him?" It's a reminder of a sobering truth, isn't it? Each day, scores of people within a reach of our resources are hurting and desperately in need of someone to rush the stage of their life and help them. And here's the issue for us. Will we just sit by and watch like detached observers in comfortable theater seats? Or will we get engaged and do something about it? We're called to be the extension of the hand of God to the needy and helpless that are within our reach. The Old Testament is filled with accounts of God's people crying out for help. Although their trouble was often self-imposed due to their waywardness from God, I'm amazed by the fact that he was still eager to come to their aid. In the midst of a lot of self-inflicted bad news brought by the prophet Isaiah, he assured the people in Isaiah 30:18 through 19, that the Lord longs to be gracious to you. Wow, think about that. He went on to say that God rises to show you compassion, and to add that God is gracious when you cry for help. What great news! And better news yet is that God's ultimate act of grace and compassion came in human flesh, in the person of Jesus. It was his nail-pierced, bleeding hands that redeemed us from our self-inflicted, desperate situation once and for all. At the cross, Jesus took the heart of God into his own hands. And now, as recipients of his grace, we can do no less for others who are in need. Listen for that cry of help. Rush the stage of their need, and let God extend his compassion through your helping hand today.